Live streaming is on.
Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is May the 19th, 2020. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin, unconfiscatable. The start of this show might have been cut off a little bit, but welcome to the One Bitcoin Show, everyone. Strong hand. And one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Hopefully Jitsi isn't giving me too many problems. Unconfiscatable. Yeah, buy and hold. That's what the shirt says. New show here every day. That's conviction. Hello, my elite friends. How you doing? If you got questions, I got answers. Type everything into the chat. And this week in Bitcoin was great. Check that out at disruptmeister.com. Kyle Kemper, Phil Geiger, and Adam Paul Moore were on the show. Follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TECHBALT. Let's start off with a tweet from Henry Coso. He says, the amount of Bitcoin that miners are selling is adjusting to the new flow. 12-week selling average was 12.3 thousand a week, okay? And last week, first after the halving, was 6,500. It's amazing to see it happen in real time. Yes. So after the halving, the miners are selling less Bitcoin, or they're moving it, they're selling it, whatever. You can interpret the stats any way you want to. They have less Bitcoin, thus they're putting less of it on the less new Bitcoin, and less of it is being put on the market now. Previously it was averaging 12.3K a week. Now it's 6.5K a week, just like that. Hey, we'll eventually see the results in the price. Hey, retweet. It says retweet this. It's linked to below. It's me standing in front of a tent on the streets of LA. And I see we've got questions here. Society has boiled down to Team Freedom versus Team Karen / bootlickers. Yeah, you can say that, Ben Franklin. That's it's sad. There's quite a few people that are on Team Karen right now, but it's a good way of looking at it. Don't make it political. Don't make it a right versus left thing. Make it a freedom versus bootlicking thing. So there you go. And that guy says, have you heard of Magnum Wallet? Supposedly an easy way to get all your crypto dividends you might not even know you have. Well, I think I have heard of Magnum Wallet, and I have discussed in the past that someone should come up with an easy-to-use wallet that gets you all your crypto dividends, just like that. And you don't have to risk losing your Bitcoin. Now, does that wallet do that? I don't know. I will. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my homework after this. I'm going to explore what this Magnum wallet really is and see how trustworthy, etc. But thank you for the question, though. But yes, so eventually there will be easier ways to get all your crypto dividends. For now, we're elite that we've been able to get the MWC and the forks, B Gold, whatever. Now again, don't mess with it. Some of those forks, very difficult to claim. It's not even worth it anymore. You must be very careful. But we're going to be talking about stuff you get for free, and then stuff that for some reason people pay for. We'll talk the Steem. We're going to talk about that in a second. Pound that like button. More Justin Sun dictatorial drama over there. Very interesting experiment. Okay, look at my long hair. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a haircut in Baltimore in less than 2 weeks. Now, this is from a guy posted this in the comments section. And if this is true, it's awesome. Bitcoin Meister, Bitcoin ATMs in my city are offering 10% above spot to buy Bitcoin from the 80%ers. And so I was like, well, where is this? He says it's in the East Coast, and Black Frog ATM sent us a text. It's on Coin ATM Trader app. Now, of course, I don't have the Coin ATM Trader app. I have no apps. I have no phone. I don't know what Black Frog ATM is. Maybe is that the name of the ATM on the East Coast that's offering to buy Bitcoin for 10% over spot? That's quite interesting. How much do they sell it for? They obviously sell it also for above spot also, I would assume. But hey, that's cool. They really value their wealth in Bitcoin. They apparently think they're going to be able to sell it for a lot more in the future. If this is really happening, and I would not recommend doing something like this. I mean, you had some Bitcoin, they give you cash for it, 10% more than what it's worth. Then immediately, you go on a Coinbase or wherever, and you buy that much in fiat worth of Bitcoin, and you get more Bitcoin than you had. But I'm not saying to do that. There's when you're dealing with time like that, who knows what can happen between the time you do that and the time you buy the coin. And so that's why I'm wondering, how is this possible? How is this possible that you can, because someone would do what I just said. If you can really go sell your Bitcoin for 10% above spot, and then you get that cash immediately out, you get the $200 out of the ATM immediately, you would just go on your computer right away and spend $200 on Bitcoin on Coinbase, and you would have more Bitcoin than you previously had. Okay, but if that's, hey, I'm just reporting what I'm being told here. Hey, dudes who miss the original channel, again, this is the backup channel for you newbies. I was informed about something that I could do that perhaps could wake up the people at YouTube, because I did everything YouTube told me to do. I appealed, and they never got back to me. I started a Reddit thread. So for all you old school people that are on Reddit, I linked to it below. All you have to do is upvote the thread. You don't have to leave a comment or anything like that. Just upvote the thread that is linked to below. Someone recommended that basically this forum is read by people that work at YouTube. So it's worth a shot. I mean, right now everything's in limbo. They never got back to me. Compete, don't complain. Obviously, I'm still doing a new show every day, and all you people in podcast land still are wondering, what the heck are you talking about? Haven't noticed the difference at all. But there is something that you can do right there. If people have asked me, is there anything I can do? Well, upvote that Reddit thread if you're on Reddit. And I know not everyone's on Reddit. Just putting it out there. All right, let's talk about BlockFi real quick. We're just talking about crypto dividends. That's how a reasonable person gets interest on their Bitcoin. They collect the free altcoins they're given by these people doing forks and airdrops. But some people like to give their Bitcoin over to BlockFi, and BlockFi will give them interest, apparently. Now, something happened over at BlockFi recently, and the incident report is linked to below. There was an information hack, okay? They didn't steal. Whoever this hacker was, they got into BlockFi. There was a mistake. And the unauthorized third party was able to access information that BlockFi typically uses for retail marketing purposes. The information accessed is listed below. Name is listed on the account, email address, date of birth, physical address is listed on the account, and activity history. Now, I wouldn't want some hacker to get all that information about me, okay? It shows you that BlockFi is a third party, that BlockFi is vulnerable to different types of attacks right there. Now, they lost no Bitcoin. They lost no social security number. They lost that. Just keep it in mind for all you people that think it's worth it to get your 6%, your 1%, your 2%, whatever they're promising you. Just keep it in that mind. They are clear. I mean, the conclusion is right there. They're not perfect. No third party is perfect. Third parties can have issues. And some of you, I don't care if some hacker from Russia knows the day I was born. Okay, that's your prerogative, but you would care if he made it a little bit further into the BlockFi ecosystem and took your Bitcoin. So speaking about hacks and well, EasyJet, a European cheap airline, someone hacked into them, stole all the credit card information of their users. This is in the future when you buy stuff with Bitcoin, you won't have to worry about that. No one's going to end up with your credit card information that they will be able to then use to buy who knows what. If you buy stuff with Bitcoin, that's it. It's irreversible. No one can use that information to buy stuff that they want. If they know your public address, doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to buy anything with it. But if they know your credit card information over there, EasyJet, ouch. So hope you didn't get your information stolen from EasyJet. It happens, people. This will get people into Bitcoin more. Well, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't want to make a hardcore remark like that, but it should. It should. How about that? So over at Steem, there's an article at Decrypt. The Steem network to seize 5 million from its users. What, 5 million Steem from the users? I forgot what it is. Here's the point. Here's the point right here. There's some anti-Sunners over there, anti-Justin Sunners, and they're going to be punished. Their Bitcoin, their Steem is going to be confiscated. There's going to be a hard fork, and their Steem will be confiscated. Okay, I say this is an experiment. Now, I wouldn't want to be those guys, but this is like a dictatorial experiment. When you've got a blockchain that's run in a dictatorial manner, random things can happen. It's centralized, okay? And it's interesting because the market reacted. The price of Steem and Steem-backed dollars went up. So I love to see these experiments and all. Compete, don't complain. This is what they're doing. This is the way they're competing over there. They're having a dictatorial setup where you can have your Steem confiscated if you don't like the dictator. And the price of Steem and the price of Steem-backed dollars has gone up. So I got it all for free. I would never buy it. Clearly, I wouldn't buy anything that's a dictatorial blockchain. Who would? Well, first of all, I only buy Bitcoin. But I'm just sitting back, eating the popcorn, saying, I get this stuff for free. I turn it into Bitcoin. Maybe it'll be worth more Bitcoin. Crazy things he does over there. Because in the long run, he's a good marketer. He's getting rid of opposition. And eventually he's going to all turn that Steem into Tron. And we'll see. We'll see. There are a lot of people like, oh, you got to quit Steem right now and go into Hive. Why not do both? Why not have both? I have both. I still post on both. This is posted on both. All right. We'll see how the experiment turns out. That's what altcoins are about on a certain level. Experimentation, and getting them for free is just the best, man. Getting them for free. Buying them is confused. To buy something like that you get for free, don't know why that happens. It's the gambler mentality. And Roman Q says, the last time I heard the phrase 10% above spot was when I asked the question when you were in Vegas on the episode with American Hodl and Trace. That was quite an episode there. What happened after that episode was taped is stuff of legend, apparently. Trace handed wild times, but that phrase 10%. How do they use 10% above spot? That sounds like something Trace would. Sounds like a Trace saying. Is this? Am I getting? It looks like we're probably having some delays here because of the. I have no idea. How's the connection, people? How's the connection? Give me my people over there in the live chat. I know you're talking there. Give me an update on how the connection is, so I know. Oh, the magic of doing a live show, but the magic of conviction. Jitsi doesn't slow down. You get a new freaking show every day. And I like doing shows this time of day too. Yeah, connection is spotty. I almost just said it. I just almost said a really bad word there. But since we don't curse on this show, I'm not going to curse. Okay, someone said the connection is fine so far. All right, dudes. Let's move on to what's up. I just lost my place. Excuse me. I just can't find the. Okay, so Friar Hass, my buddy Hass McCook, has a very good tweet out there. There are 328,500 Bitcoin mined per year during this new cycle, at least now that we passed that halving. At 10,000 a coin, that means $3.285 billion is needed each year. Now, is that buy up the new supply? This is a pathetically low number, and here is scamming you. Literally, no one is but us, basically. I think he makes a good point there. That did he do the math right there? God almighty. 328,000. Yeah, he did the math right there. 328,000 would be 328,000. Yeah, he did do the math right there. Okay, so to buy up a new year supply would cost at 10,000 a coin would cost $3.28 billion. That's not too much for institutions. So he makes a good point that they're probably not here in any big way, at least. Okay, but that's a great way of looking at things. That there's only 328,500 new Bitcoin mined each year, and you do your own math. You see, well, how much would it cost to buy them all up at 20,000? How much would it cost to buy it up at 15,000? Does that seem like does it seem like there are not that many Bitcoin out there when you look at it in that way? I think it does. Okay, Guy Kawasaki, Nick Carter retweeted a Guy Kawasaki tweet. Now, Guy Kawasaki, I don't really care about the dude. I'm not going to try to pedestal him, but I know a lot of people worship him and stuff and think he's a genius and follow his books. And I know he's tweeted about Bitcoin before. And Nick starts it off, the retweet, saying, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this guy being on our team. Now, first of all, there are no teams. I don't consider someone who talks about Bitcoin a team member. Your worst enemy can be a promoter of Bitcoin, and that's great. So I don't like this team thing, like trying that goes on the same line as the Bitcoin Inquisition. No, this guy doesn't agree with me on what I think Bitcoin is, so he shouldn't be here anymore. You can't do that. That's impossible to do. That's the glory of Bitcoin. So I just wanted to put that out there. But I wanted to share the tweet real quick. And so JC, you said, how is the new laptop? Dude, I don't get it until you'll notice when there's a new laptop. I'm not getting it until I'm back in Baltimore. I have to actually physically pick it up. It was sent to Baltimore. So this is a very young laptop. So that's why you get the crackly stuff. You'll notice when it's a new laptop, guys. Okay, let's move on. Oh man. So let me read Guy Kawasaki's thing. All right. New York City going broke. All cities count on income tax. Do me a favor, guys. Just go to the Reddit thing and upload it. So New York City going broke. All cities, firefighters, and police. You're printing fake dollars and cannot save you. Get gold, silver, Bitcoin, and save yourself. That's what he says. So you got to read. It's kind of funny. The thread, the people who reply to it, they're people that are trying to pump their favorite altcoin. It's so typical. Like, dude, care about your third tier altcoin, all right? And most people don't even read the whole Twitter thread. It's funny though. On a trend, he wants. Still, he mentioned Bitcoin. I give him credit right there. Check it out, Guy Kawasaki. Can't fault you. And dude, you're not on my team. I'm not looking for team members. It's not about teams here. You do what you're going to do, Guy. Everybody else, be a unique beast. All right, pound that. So BitMEX trading engine is down. So for a lot of people, that's huge news. Now, it came back. For me, it's nothing. It's just a reminder of the gambling mentality that is out there. For some people, that is a huge thing. They're going to lose a lot of Bitcoin because of that. They're going to lose a lot of hair. They're going to worry a lot. It's a centralized aspect of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is not centralized, but when you start playing that game, you're centralizing your Bitcoin. You're trusting these people with your Bitcoin that it's not going to go down and freakish things aren't going to happen. And yeah, so for me, it's just interesting. It's such a big. Whenever something like that happens with BitMEX, it's a big deal in the Bitcoin space. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But it just shows you how reliant some people are on gambling, and that's what they think Bitcoin is. They think Bitcoin is trading. There are so many people. When I try to talk to people about Bitcoin, I'm like, yeah, all you gotta do is just hold it. And they're like, well, I had a friend who told me you gotta trade it. And no, there's no have to do anything. You don't have to trade it. But there are so many people with that mentality. And thus, what Bitcoin trading, BitMEX trading engine going down shouldn't make a difference in anyone's life at all. But it makes a huge difference. But hey, don't be a gambler. Know how to hold. It's not that complex. So Alistair Milne has a tweet talking about the anagram. It's AKA a moonshot. It's otherwise known as a moonshot. Okay, that's what it's AKA a moonshot. That is an anagram for Satoshi Nakamoto. It's linked to below. No one is talking about this, he says. Of course not. It's all fun and games, and it's funny. I mean, some people, I guess, would be whack enough to think it's a conspiracy of some sort. Renee Picard started a Lightning Network blog for all you Lightning Network freaks out there. And we will leave it on a beyond Bitcoin note real quick. We'll leave it on a, and that, okay. Oh, Roman. Yeah. Okay. Roman Q. Very good point. So Joe Rogan has $100 million deal. I think that's how much he made the deal with Spotify. Now it just came out today. They're paying him $100 million to be his exclusive provider of podcasts. So you're not going to be able to find Joe Rogan on YouTube. I'm sure some people will repost some of his stuff there. But this is a big deal. He's leaving YouTube. And this could wake a lot of other people up about, well, maybe I'll get an exclusive deal with some type of provider instead of dealing with all the shenanigans of getting demonetized on YouTube. And this is good. This is compete, don't complain. I was just coincidentally yesterday talking about how I love Anchor and how all my podcast, you can listen to all my shows at sportsnice.com thanks to Anchor. YouTube does some pretty random things. Maybe this will wake them up. They're losing a huge view. Maybe they won't automate everything, and maybe they'll actually have customer service where they reply, and maybe they won't be as politically correct and just getting rid of so many things, or maybe not. And maybe just other platforms are going to grow. And as I say to people, check. So many people screaming about other platforms. Well, then Do you watch anything on BitChute? I do. Do you post on BitChute? I do. Do you listen to podcasts? Because it is clear that even though you can't see people on audio podcasts, they are right. This is the line drawn in the sand right here. After today, $100 million deal with a podcast, it's competition with YouTube. It is serious competition with YouTube. So good. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Yes, I understand. I'm almost on the verge of saying a curse word with the people. All right. Pound that like button, dudes. I'm out of here. Thank you. Thanks for bearing with the tech difficulties. Things will get better eventually. You just got to bear with it. When you have a new show every day, when you do over 3, are going to be days where there are bad connections. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye.